We've got to realign ourselves with God's word. See, there's worldly wisdom and there's godly wisdom. But the problem with that is most people want to operate from worldly wisdom because we all grew up in that. That's what seems right to us. But in Proverbs, it says there's a way that seems right to a man, but it leads to death. And so this is where we've got to be careful. See, the wisdom of the world says, if you want to live, you need to try and save your life. If you want to save yourself, you have to try and save yourself. But Jesus doesn't say that. He says, he who seeks to save his own life must lose it for my sake. And anyone who loses his life for my sake will save it. So it's backwards. And, there's worldly wisdom. Worldly wisdom will tell you that if you're believing for something that's impossible, they'll tell you that it's foolishness, right? But godly wisdom will tell you that if God spoke and you're trusting in what God said, that's true wisdom. And it's been said that wisdom is proven, wisdom is proven by its children or by its fruit, something like that. So basically, whether or not it's true wisdom is based on the outcome. And I don't know about you guys, but I will trust in what God says every day over what any man says, even what I think, because I don't know. I don't know what's best. I don't even have the slightest ideas of how things work with God. I mean, I have pretty good ideas about it, but even what I think I know is nothing compared to the reality of the workings of God. We've got to align ourselves with God's word again. We've got to forsake our own intellect, our own wisdom, and what feels right to our flesh. We've got to give that up, and we got to say, God, what do you say is right? What is your will? What is your way? Because God's way is higher than our ways, and we don't understand his ways. Just be careful. Be careful of falling into the wisdom of the world, because it's demonic wisdom and it will lead you to death. Choose God's way.